Hello again, welcome back for another chess game. Get the white pieces. We're gonna play e4, and we get a Sicilian defense. I have not played my opponent before. What is that flag? We're North Macedonia. We're gonna go with the main line Alapin. He trades first. And we have a double isolated queen pawn. I don't know if that was book taking. Maybe advancing might have been better. I'm going to slow down and think a little bit. I've been playing a few bullet games and click on the trigger finger here, I think, which is okay in the opening. I'm tempted to check, but he just blocks, so it doesn't really accomplish anything. I'll just castle. He's going to castle. I'm going to bring my rook to the middle, get my knight out. Let's get our knight out first to apply a little bit of pressure here. It's very well defended though, so. Bishop. Let's develop the bishop. Let me bring our knight out now. Knight here. Doesn't really. It'll attack the rook from here. Rook moves. Let's go for that. It looks superficial, but maybe it's more if he stumbles. We can attack my bishop. Come here. He moves. What am I really threatening? Just to come back? Open to discover. I don't want to give up two pieces for the rook. The rook will be defended here. So I'm not really threatening to sack the knight to win the rook and a pawn. Doesn't seem like enough. And it's probably not. On the other hand, I might think about this. Here. Takes. Or bishop back. Maybe bishop back. Knight's hanging. So I need to do something about that. Probably bring it back. Good counterattack. I didn't take, let's see, I took this knight first. Yeah, I think that was the right order. I don't think taking over here would have been great. Could have just come back. So you could, he doesn't counterattack. Okay, now if I go knight here, there is no knight defending the rook. So I might be able to think about knight here, picking up the pawn and attacking the rook. So he picks up the rook with either piece. I pick up with the if he picks up the knight with either piece, I'll pick up the rook. So he might just now he can't just ignore it and let me capture because I can get my knight back out. Okay. So I win the exchange. He's got to get that bishop out though, while keeping this square defended. And then I can just mess up his pawn structure over here, perhaps. So queen here, rook here. Looks good. Rook here now just lets me get my knight back out, and I'm up. I stay up the rook, or the exchange. He took my bishop. No, I'm up a full piece here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm up a full rook because he didn't get this knight back. I took he took the bishop and I took back the knight. He's just down a full piece. Shocker. In my initiative worked out. My higher rated opponent buckled under the tactics. But to be fair, I kind of thought I was just up the exchange for a second. And it turns out I'm up the whole piece. I don't see any way out of it. He develops piece, he develops the bishop, and I just get the rook out or the knight out. Even if he tries to continue attacking, I can pick up. Okay. That seems reasonable. I'm What about taking the pawn? When I take the pawn, pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes, queen back to b7, queen c2. Everything's defended. I think everything's defended. If bishop out to g5, attacking the rook, rook takes, rook check, king takes, the knight's hanging, but the bishop isn't on this square anymore, so the knight can come out. I think I just pick up that pawn. If he moves away and doesn't take, I still pick up the bishop. He moves over here to keep the bishop protected. I skewer and protect the knight through X-ray, and then pick up this pawn. But he could take. I take the bishop. He wins the B pawn. And then maybe I could go after the D pawn, protect my A pawn. And I like my position. Still up a piece and a pawn at that point. I think this was just a free pawn. We'll say he comes down here to attack this pawn. Okay. He comes back to attack both pieces, and I will defend with the queen. The rook protects the knight, the queen will protect the rook. I'll prepare to stack. Maybe not stack, because the bishop can come here and attack c1. But the second the bishop moves, I take with check, and I trade material off the board, and I'm up a piece, so all the trades favor me. My opponent just blundered that, miscalculating that piece trade, and I came out a piece up. Do your tactics. Tactics for breakfast, as National Master James Conti suggests. I don't see a way out of it, any move really, and I'm gonna bring the queen to the c file. Okay, he's gonna give me the rook immediately. So rook takes, check, king takes, and the threat is queen to b7, picking up the knight and being down only the exchange. But I do got to take, so I'm going to take. He takes. And if I go queen c2 anyway, he comes back. The threat is still queen here, check. And then I pick up the bishop, so he doesn't get out of this. I keep my piece. And now we go into an endgame. Full rook up with the queen, with queens on the board. Yeah, I'll just take the bishop. And just attack the weak pawn. And there's mate here if he's not careful. Stops the threat of mate. I mean, I'm just gonna try. I mean, I could give up this pawn to try and force things open. Queen takes. Queen takes would be a trade that I'd be okay with. This other pawn, these are all going to be easy to round up. I'm just gonna do that. He could take here even. I'm gonna take here with check and then figure out how to round up these pawns. Need to create some lift for my king real quick. Being up a full rook though, I can't see myself losing this. If he doesn't take, I can just keep pushing. Unless the only thing, unless he threatens my rook, and then I've got to do something about that. But Okay, well, we'll just offer a queen trade. Now my rook's protected, and if he takes here, I can push with check. And queen on the next move. Very hard when you're down a full rook. Very, very hard. Oh, I just saw he was, well, apparently he thought I was playing with a little bit of luck. Does not seem too happy about his position. I'm tempted to just, after he makes snide comments like that, queen can take it though. I don't want to do that. Rook's under attack, so I've got to keep an eye on that. And now I'm just going to trade off the queens and play him with a rook. We can't stop it. And I feel like maybe he's going to run the clock out. No. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate I'm going to decline the rematch. And I'm going to suggest that maybe you were not a great sport about it. But let's do a game review. Oops. I had the advantage for a very, very long time, was playing up a full rook. So looks like I was getting an edge even until he gave me the full rook. 55% accuracy. No brilliancies. Just a great move. No blunders either. So played it with 2150 accuracy. It's pretty good. Not bad. Alapin Sicilian. And this double isolated pawn positions. Is this called anything particular? Well, it's just the main line, it looks like. Maybe it has a name that chess.com doesn't know. And this was a mistake. And I understand that like going for this advanced position here, nothing will usually come of that, and it's not principled. to move your piece a second time when you don't have all of your pieces developed. But it's up to the opponent to prove that it's a mistake. And if you're not up on your tactics, then, well, it might be challenging. So his knight move attacking my bishop was an error. Just out of curiosity, what does it want me to do instead of the knight move? Develop my queen and attack over here. But he chose to attack my bishop when he should have pinned my knight. I attacked his queen, and there's my excellent move, is attacking his queen again with this knight. Because it deflects this knight away, and I think it's what guarantees me the piece. Although I'm only up 1.7 here. Even though I'd be up a full piece, my knight would be useless in the corner. And now I'm up 2.7, 2.3, 1.7 to 2.3. It thinks instead of that, he should threaten my bishop to prevent this whole idea. That hangs his knight. Take the knight, take the bishop. Queen here. Nope, then the pawn pushes and blocks. So take the pawn back. Now I'm up a full piece, 5.1. I'm just up a clean rook. And there's nothing my opponent can do about it from here on out. Called that a miss, but I'm okay with. I'm up so much material that there's no recovery. Well, thank you for watching some chess with me. I hope you enjoyed that game. Come back and watch some more.